smell nice. Cool, Nick. You want to share or what?
This is what she's gonna be living on here.
No, I'm gonna put pump gas in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that, I guess. It's got a flexible
I'm gonna
sensor.
put pumpy in it. At some point, it's going on the dyno. I'm gonna see what it makes on E50.
You're gonna flex on these kids at Higley and Pecos.
I want to run a 7 off pumpy.
I think it's doable.
I want to drive to the track. I want to fill up, drive to the track, run a 7, drive it home, and be like, oh, thanks, pump gas.
Honestly, though, Joe, did you ever think this day would come of it going onto that?
No, it's been one hurdle after another. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
She's almost there.
Oh yeah, I saw the dish there. Is it open?
No.
Is my fuel door open?
Hang on.
No.
Oh, is it that side?
Heard it. Fucking doing something.
There we go. He's a little sticky.
Do you want to throw it more than yesterday or less than yesterday?
Pretty equal.
Well, wait till the pizza comes at least. I don't know. I'm gonna screen cap that shot of you just staring at Tom right there. And Tom like,
goes, are you gonna cry? I was like, it blows up or what?
Nick, did you look at oil pressure last time you started it?
Check it again. Can I start this thing?
Yeah, let us know what oil pressure is at idle. definitely a.
It's barely 7 pounds apiece. Let's turn the CO2 on, and I'm targeting 10. Tonka, keep running with.
Thrown up.
You're like, oh god.
Yakking.
Well, I mean, if you the boss's car,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, now you're tuning it, so you know.
Yeah,
now it's
true.
on you.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
He's got it ready to go. He's loading those mags of the tuning excuses.
Just another day for me.
So glad we hardlined it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now, it seems like it was a good idea.
I'm so
always a
hard
good
that
idea.
Wait, what? What were you talking about?
I'm so glad we hardlined it all.
Yeah, that.
I'm so hard to
So hard to ride it all.
So I don't know what that means. But I gotta do some digging and some reading because I'm just noticing it as I'm sitting there and I'm playing back the log file, and it matches, and all of a sudden it doesn't match. Like it matches everywhere else, but as soon as I start to get into boost, it doesn't. And wastegate, dome pressure, I don't know what it's doing. It's building pressure, but it's not releasing pressure. If I have it set to release pressure, then it's just sitting there continuously bleeding it off. And then we're using up all the CO2. And I've got two states, high and low, for the solenoid operation. If I set it to low, it just bleeds pressure. If I set it to high, it holds the pressure, but then it doesn't remove it. So I don't know. And I've tried flip-flopping them. I've tried every combination. There's only 4 different combinations.
So your high and low state, would they be like ground and power, or what is that?
On that, I don't know because it's not giving me a description.
Okay. Because those have switched 12 volt to them,
Yeah.
and then DPO.
So it's sinking ground or it's providing 12 volt? It's sinking ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've tried it. There's 4 different ways I can have it, and I've tried it each 4, and neither way seems to be working correctly. So I have to do some more reading on that.
Yeah.
But
it is wired exactly how they tell you.
But yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not seeing what's happening.
Right.
I don't know. I just need to do some more digging.
Yeah. So when you're doing digging, though, just so you have that,
Yeah.
it is set up exactly how they want you to set it up. I can do anything
Yeah.
special with it.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what the hell why it's not doing it.
What do you
And it's
think?
interesting because it says it's going into closed loop. Like I'm watching the wastegate dome pressure and everything else, and it says it's in closed loop, but it's on a mission.
Well, when it goes into closed loop, is it basing off of its own boost curve?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got like the target pressure, what I want to see,
Right.
and then it's got the what it expects to have to put on the dome.
Right.
So it's got 2 tables for that. So one's like a base reference lookup where it can kind of correct from there.
Does it have an actual curve though, like anywhere?
I mean, I can create one. I just haven't.
It's not
plotted
created
them out.
though.
No.
Okay, because I'm like, I wonder if you have like a commanded one, and then it has a second boost curve somewhere else that says, "Well, let's choose."
No, it's got a target for the manifold pressure for what you actually want to make, and then it's got like a wastegate dome
Which
pressure,
it should
which like
reference the 2 of them and be like, "Hey, we got this much on the dome and this much on the intake."
So basically,
Whether
if we have a 7-pound spring and we want to make 17 pounds,
Right.
I'd expect to have to put like 8 to 10 pounds on the dome.
It knows that it needs to see 8 pounds on the dome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have that set as the base reference.
Right.
You know, because it doesn't know what the spring is.
Right.
I'm assuming it uses that base table as a...
I don't think it cares if it knows what the spring is, because it just says, oh, we don't have enough in the intake, put some more on the dome.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually it does it, but it should be maintaining like that base point as the starting point.
Right.
I need to read some.
Coolant temp stayed fine the whole time, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. 195, 200-ish. I mean, that's where it's supposed to cycle, so.
Yeah.
This fan's go, man.
Yeah.
Did you by chance look at what intake air temp was at all?
I logged everything. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
I just wondered what those dual EMPs are doing.
Oh. I mean, we haven't really put a ton of anything to it yet, I guess.
Yeah, but still a whole bunch of back-to-back pulls. I was expecting to come up a little bit.
Not a bad start, honestly.
Didn't blow up.
No.
For the first time on the biggest build we've ever done.
Yeah.
That was pretty successful. First dyno.
I would say. Absolutely. You know, you got to work a lot of bugs out with these things, and honestly, with this standalone so far, this really isn't that many bugs to work out yet.
Yeah, especially since they were telling me in the beginning that like standalones are a nightmare.
What? Oh yeah.
Like standalones are always a nightmare. So.
No major issues. Just little.
That's what we were talking about. For how big of a build it is, that was a pretty successful first dyno run.
It's either random settings in the Haltech or just move a pin. I mean, that's really about, you know, or it's, I mean, there's only so many things it can be.
Yeah.
Didn't misfire. Not once.
I want some moon boost.
I mean, intake air temp was showing 115, and it didn't go up at all during the pull. So, as short as it was, it didn't go anywhere.
And I have no heat exchanger.
Yeah.
You don't need heat exchangers when you're pumping 90 gallons a minute.
The lines are the heat exchanger. Kelsey goes, everything going okay? Just want to make sure you didn't blow up Nick or anything.
So green is red and red is green? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's very odd.
That's because it's Australia, everything's upside down.
I don't know what to think.
So green is bad?
Yeah. So, I mean, 20 pounds.
That should be red.
I'll have to look at it.
Maybe
I gotta do some digging on that. And that's reading accurately when I'm making it or when I'm doing the pull. Not accurate when I try and play it back, which is really screwing things up. So, I don't know.
Gotta do some more research in this research and development project. Until tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Putting her back together. Oh yeah. Bert made some good noises on the dyno.
Yeah, she chewed.
Cool. 1270.
On 21 pounds and like 20 degrees of timing.
This is kind of a pain in the butt to do, huh?
It's not horrible, unless you drop a screw.
Oh. Give me a wiggle wiggle. Oh. You mean that screw?
That's the one.
Ding, 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 ding.
Big number, Tim.
I heard. Real big.
Pretty good for not really having it turned up.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what it does when it is turned up.
Yeah. It's gonna have a lot more room to go than mine does. That's for sure.
Did it creep at all or anything like that, or no?
No, it was nice and steady. So we just put in 20 pound springs and said, here you go.
Ah, okay. What about the map sensor?
I think it's because I'm logging too many channels and it's lagging.
Oh.
Like it looks fine when I'm looking at it and I'm making the pulls, but when I review the data log, it's almost like channels are not synced up properly.
The refresh rate isn't going as
something's
fast.
odd. And, I think that's what but we just don't have time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we at least wanted to make some steam and show that, hey, it's doing what it's supposed to.
Our starting point is a very, very good starting point. It's better than any other starting point that we've had with basically any other build to this.
Well, I mean, considering that's ground up.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, there's nothing that's the same.
Yeah.
It's all ground up.
I mean,
whole new computer, all new wiring. I mean, everything in it is 100% different.
Mm-hmm.
You have that car running and driving within a night and a morning.
yeah, which is impressive.
For all new
Yeah, I think we can really attribute a fair amount of it to Haltech. I think they were really good, and I think they have a good system, and I think they have a good thing. Personally, I'm wondering what the discrepancy is going to be between like a Haltech and a Motec, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like, I mean like, this is fantastic for what it is.
Yeah, the Haltech stuff works great. The Motec stuff, the last time I saw Motec was 10 years ago.
Right. Right.
And I mean, 10 years ago it was fine. I don't remember there being anything weird about it.
I mean, it's the gold
but-
standard, right?
Yeah, it is the gold standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, we'll see how different it looks.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be very different software. Yeah.
When you go standalone on your vet,
Yeah.
are you gonna go Motec?
I'll probably do Haltech on the Corvette and Motec on the Viper.
Okay.
Just because I think that there is a plug-and-play harness for the Haltech.
Oh.
I
So
don't.
you don't have to do all the shit that Joe did.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a plug-and-play harness for the Motec. Actually, you know what? I think there is a plug-and-play harness for the Motec.
I think they just came out with them very
There's a
recently.
plug and play for my Mustang where you
Yeah.
just take out the ECU and put
Yeah.
the Motec in and it goes off
Yeah.
all the OEM.
And that's what the Motec is for
The
the Viper.
M150.
Yeah, that's what the Motec is for the Viper. I don't know if there's. I seem to remember there being a company that does that for the Corvette. But then it comes down to, do I want to buy one Motec or two Motecs?
Right.
I think maybe I'll buy one Motec
Yeah.
and then buy one Haltech.
Right. Right. Yeah. When was the last time you packed this parachute?
4 years ago?
Really?
I've never pulled it.
Did you have it when you had the 6-speed? Jesus, this car's been auto that long?
Yep.
Wow.
Did you ever pack Frank?
I think I did at one point, yeah.
It sucks.
Huh? What car did you get the faster you'll be at?
Man, the guy's at 2-tier.
Yeah.
Who's the old man doing this?
Yeah, he makes it look all easy
Proceed
to
to
you.
close the chute container the same way as before, beginning with the square flap. Be sure to unpack it after every weekend of it. Thank you
After
again
every weekend.
for your purchase
4
of
years
the
later.
Stroud drag chute system.
2.
Please call us if you have any questions
Is that what we've been
regarding
on
the
you for 2 years?
operation and performance of your chute.
Buy a race car, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Beautiful.
It's quite a timepiece. I know they're not owned by Fat anymore, but to me it's still Fat.
Yeah, it's still fat. He's still PHAT.
PH Fat. She really doesn't want to let go.
No, she don't.
She just wants to be on the lift, Joe. That's all. Whoa. Sounds good, looks good. How you feel about doing a pass in it?
Now I'm nervous. Now,
Now it's a thing, now it's official.
yeah, now it's actually going to make a pass.
Now it's not gonna be 8th mile, now it's gonna be... You better ease into it.
I'm going to do an 8th mile hit first time.
I thought it was 60 foot the first time. 60 foot, then 8th mile.
That was if the brakes didn't feel good. Now they feel
Shut the f.
That's what I was gonna do with the TBMs, because I didn't think they were gonna be here.
I'm gonna have to review the footage.
No, I'll do an 8th Moffat.
Cool.